What's going on, everyone? It's Winslow, your neighborhood waffler about things that are relatively related to drum and bass sometimes, and sometimes I'm like completely left field losing the plot. But this one is going to be kind of relevant. We're coming back to shows. Like, things aren't over. Like, COVID's not over. We're not talking about that though, yeah. But events are coming back. We're starting to play out live. And because there's so many shows, things happening, it's basically getting packed in. Like, how many flyers have you seen the past week? With all these new events coming around, a lot of us are getting, the opportunity to play out live for the first time. So this video is for you. Or maybe it's just been a while and you've kind of forgot what it is like to play out live, because I've been in here or various rooms for Twitch streams the past year. And as soon as I get back out live, like the past few shows, I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot all these weird quirks. Like how sometimes this CDJ works, but this one doesn't. And sometimes the Q button works over here, but you got to use hotkeys on this one, and your fader doesn't work here. So you're just kind of like, yeah, I don't know, could just be me. You veterans, you all know everything. To make it more positive, leave any stories, any advice you have for people getting their first gigs, playing out. And without further ado, I'll get going with whether or not this is good advice, who knows, but this is my channel. I get to say what I want. Anyway, so like the biggest thing when playing out live is the environment. Where are you? The venue, the size of the venue, who's in the venue, who's helping you out, the promoter or any tech people. Do you have friends with you, that kind of thing? Is the sound a-okay? Is there a slight delay between the headphones and the monitors? Are there any monitors? Do the buttons work? If I hit the CDJ, if I hit play on the CDJ, will it immediately play? Will there be a slight delay? Bars. Will the faders work? Do I need to use hotkeys or memory cues because some of the buttons don't work? There's all these things, and you don't think about that till you get on stage and it's time to go. They're like, yo, next up to the stage is Winslow. And I'm like, this happened last week, by the way. My USB didn't work, That was my fault. But the point is, like, so many things can happen out of your control that when you're in this new experience, the best thing you can do is try and control the things you can control. Practice ahead of time so you know how to mix. Maybe practice your first 3 tunes and then wing it afterwards. If you want to prepare the whole set, do that. It's like your first gig. I mean, no one's paying attention to you anyway. Firsthand, I know no one's paying attention to me. You know how to DJ. You know how to prepare your tunes. Definitely do that. Have 2 or 3 USBs. Have your own headphones. Just you be prepared. And then when something goes wrong, you can blame everyone else. It's like, oh, your CDJs didn't work. That's why my mix was bad. A lot of these might seem like trivial things, but in the heat of the moment, and you're trying to figure everything out because you have that pressure, or maybe the thought of pressure on you to perform and be a certain level, or I don't know. Again, this is kind of like half my observations, half experience. Just control what you can control, and be prepared for things to go wrong. Yeah, it's one of those things. Am I like all over the place right now? Are you kind of understanding what I'm saying? Like, most people will tell you, is like, it's your first time, just try to get the first few tracks going, and then after that you'll probably relax a little bit, and then you'll be good. You'll figure out the quirks, whatever they might be, and if you can do something about them, cool. If you can't, cool. I mean, you're there to mix, have fun, and that's kind of one of the biggest things, is just have fun once you get through all the nerve-wracking crap, because there's a lot of it sometimes. Sometimes you just get to walk on stage, plug in your USBs, your headphones, find the right track, hit play, and get going, but not all the time is it that smooth. So I guess some points I want to make, specific points, so I can stop rambling like an idiot. Again, control what you can, roll with what you can. Make sure you're prepared. Using record box, make sure you have a few USBs, because it likes to be funny. Don't update it right before. And it's like, I deleted all my tracks off my USBs. Now I got nothing. You're going to be up there just MCing for your set, unless, it's happened. Power dies, you have no idea. Anyway, make sure you're also mentally prepared. If you've only played in your room, your bedroom, at home, to maybe some people on Twitch or something, it's different. Like, it is. Performance anxiety is a thing. Like, I've been DJing for what, 10 years? That's cool, but I've been playing like since I was a little kid, like in orchestra and as a soloist and stuff like that. And man, no matter how prepared I am, those like 5-10 minutes before you go on, it's just like, all right, I've been practicing for the last 3 months and I just forgot the first note of what I need to play. What's going on? And then, you know, you get up there, you look out in the crowd. Sometimes it's too dark for you to see anything. You start playing those first few notes, play those first few tunes, you relax a little bit, and you start getting into that flow. And then next thing you know, the hours pass and everyone's like, yo, that was sick. You're like, yeah, you know, what's up? I mean, come on, hospital, right? I mean, another thing, get there early. Again, it's about the environment. It's about being comfortable. Get there so you can, you know, get a feel of everything. Kind of watch the crowd and see if they're like really looking at the DJ that's playing before you, or if they're really paying attention, or they just drunk and having a good time, and then you can just play whatever you want at that point. Ask questions if you're unsure about how things work. A big thing that I see, like, even like seasoned DJs like mess up on is like the changeover, like how to get one DJ to the next. Are they going to stop and somebody's going to talk a little bit and introduce you? Or do you just need to mix into their track? It's worth asking ahead of time. Think about, do you have like any rituals or something? Like people who have been, you know, DJing, performing, whatever, they usually have like kind of a little thing before they go on, like a little rhythm. Like you might go to the bathroom first, you get a drink, talk to your friend, that kind of thing. Maybe walk around the venue for a little bit. And then it's like, oh, set time, it's time to go on. You're nice and acclimated. If you need a drink, get a drink. Try to take off the nerves, don't go too far. Know yourself and be aware of what it takes for you to be comfortable in a new place, doing something you more or less know how to do. It's just, you gotta do it here. You know, hope this is making some kind of sense. Otherwise, just leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and just say I helped you, just to massage my ego for a little bit. And all in all, as cliche as it's gonna sound, have fun, because that's what it's about. It's music, it's having fun. If you play the same song twice in a mix, oh well. If you mess up, have a plan. But the point is, like, you're gonna mess up, so make fun. You know, I mess up all the time. I mess up live and you can see me, but you know, I play it off because I'm cool. You'll get there one day. Anyway, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. It's like this. So again, for you new DJs or you new to gigging outside of the bedroom, just be aware there are some quirks that you're gonna have to just adapt to. And the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Now I'm just like, immediately when I hit play, I'm just like messing around with the other CDJs or whatever's up there. Just like, all right, what buttons work? Touch screens or not touch screens? Is it cute? Are the effects over here? Because sometimes it's just like, you get the most road tested equipment and it's like you're MacGyvering your setup there. But hopefully you won't have to go through that, you know? So, good luck at your gigs. Hopefully things go back normal. You veterans, you people who have been doing this for a while, you got any stories, any advice for the newbies? Any advice for me? I mean, I'm comfortable, like, behind the decks. But, yeah, I mean, always down to learn something. Or just a cool story, you know? I'm done. That's it. Whatever. Follow me everywhere. Winslow XYZ. Hope I helped you with something. Hope this video made any sense. But, yeah, y'all start somewhere. Whoop.